Anti-Semitism has been a huge problem around the world for many centuries. It is the prejudice and discrimination toward Jewish people. Anti-Semites discriminate Jewish culture, religion, and their race. Anti-Semitism toward Jews has degraded them in society by labeling them with the Star of David and preventing them to join certain professions. The first organized attack on the Jewish people was in 1096 by the German Crusade. This attack was only the beginning. Other countries like England, Spain, Portugal, and Russia continued the elimination of Jews through many centuries. In the 19th century, pseudo-scientific scholars started conducting studies on the differences between the Jews and the Europeans. They found many genetic traits that separated them from the rest of society, and these differences made the Jews scapegoats in society. Anti-Semitism grew significantly when Adolf Hitler became chancellor, and this ultimately led to the Holocaust, a mass genocide in which 6 million Jews were killed through concentration camps or at German hands. Overall, anti-Semitism has had a huge impact on the Jewish community and is a problem that still occurs today. Although there are many laws enshrined to oppose anti-Semitism, the world can still do more to help the Jewish people live a better life. We can do this in our communities by treating everyone the same way, regardless of religious or ethnical background.
The power of friendship is of utmost importance and plays a crucial role in the film The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Bruno and Shmuel develop a bond through spending time together and relating to each other because they're of the few young boys in the nearby town. Although Shmuel isn't an active community member, but rather a prisoner in his own country because of his ethnicity. The strength of the boys' bond holds little importance in this instance because it's human nature to value friendship and companionship above many other things. It is this value that crosses the boundaries of race, even in a time of war and discrimination. The pair of children are unaware of the vile acts of their own country's soldiers towards the Jewish race, which has been considered impure, but they know of the racism towards those of Jewish descent. Even though Bruno has been taught, since he was little, not to fraternize with them, he meets Shmuel, and as they familiarize themselves, he does not see why they are so villainized. Even when Germans were specifically told to stay away from Jews because of the racial segregation of the time, the camaraderie of the pair becomes so solidified that it surpasses the social norms. Understanding, respect, and loyalty are expectations in a valid friendship, which means if you are in a functional one, there cannot be room for boundaries based on race.
To become friends with someone, you get to know them before who they are, not their labels. Bruno and Shmuel differ in their religion, having Shmuel being a Jewish person. Even though they are the same age, they live completely different lives. In Germany at the time, there was a lot of anti-Semitism, but the boys don't see or understand these differences and instead see each other as equals. To them, they are really more similar than not, which is what allowed them to become such close friends. For example, the first time that Shmuel says that he is Jewish to Bruno, Bruno does not fully understand what that means since all he has been told is that they are bad. Since he is still a child, he is still developing in his own opinions and decides to remain friends with Shmuel. Since he sees him as a good person, despite what others have said, their friendship allows them to overcome the prejudices that are present in their lives.
One of the boundaries significant to Bruno and Shmuel is culture. During World War II, culture strongly influenced what people believed in and the dominant ideologies at hand, also known as hegemony. In the film, Bruno's father, his sister, the German guard, and tutor all try to encourage him toward the Nazi belief and hatred for the Jews. Similarly, culture influenced Shmuel to accept the fact that his friendship with the German could not exist. However, they were able to overcome this boundary because of their belief in their friendship. Their friendship was special, and it was the only thing that kept them happy through their difficult times. They used their love and affection for each other to go against what society thought about them, or the struggles they endured, and this became the one thing they treasured the most. This power of friendship allowed them to overcome culture and societal expectations, even until their deaths, where they are hand in hand, showing the true meaning of friendship.